climb. George thoughtfully took out a pair of headphones, then played a beautiful song. With his encouragement, Annie finally overcame her fear, and eventually reached the top. This date also made her dream guy start to like her, and he invited Annie to hang out again when they had time. On Christmas night, the whole family gathered together happily, and to steal the spotlight, his brother performed an upbeat song, then announced in front of everyone that his girlfriend was pregnant. The announcement earned applause from the family, and made him the center of attention. Meanwhile, George looked like a background character, only good enough to carry the speaker on the side. To grab the spotlight, George came up with a bright idea. He suddenly got down on one knee. Before Annie could react, his proposal speech had already slipped out. Seeing this romantic moment, the parents looked full of expectation, but Annie looked completely awkward.
Yeah, you have the ring. Take the ring, I don't have to be buried with it.
Faced with George's heartfelt confession, Annie had no choice but to accept the proposal. At that moment, everyone erupted with excitement, and George successfully became the star of the night. Only his brother looked unhappy. After returning to the room, George naturally got scolded. He said after Annie returned to Los Angeles, they would find a chance to explain it to his family, and say the two of them were not right for each other and broke up. Over the next few days, Annie kept going on dates with her dream guy, while pretending to be George's fiancé. But then trouble came one day. To send her congratulations, a neighbor lady paid out of her own pocket to put their engagement news in the newspaper. Now they were in big trouble. If her dream guy found out, Annie's happiness would be over. Before dawn, the two of them secretly slipped into the street and took all the newspapers that were about to be delivered. After that, they hid inside the car. Actually, after spending these past few days with George, Annie felt he was a pretty good person, but she still could not understand why he had used someone else's photo to date her online. After a conversation, Annie finally learned that although George seemed bright and cheerful on the outside, deep down he was extremely insecure. That was also why he had not wanted to show his face. That night, Annie carefully dressed herself up. When George learned she was going on a date that night, it was obvious that he was jealous. He knew Annie was vegetarian, yet she was actually going to eat steak with her dream guy. He advised Annie not to force herself, because lies cannot win true love.
Let's not forget that the only reason I'm here is because you lied.